We're back at Redbird Arena in Normal, Illinois, and we are awaiting the start of Joliet Catholic Academy against Montini for the 3A Girls State Championship. And he should be pacing the sideline right now as a JCA assistant, but Kenny Battle, the former Fighting Illini star, has been kind enough to join us here on the sidelines. Do you get more nervous now as an assistant coach watching your daughter play than you did ever as a player?
No. It's easy now.
Oh, is it? Okay.
So back then you had preparation and to prepare for the game. Now it's just a lot easier because you can teach it. You know, the knowledge that you have now, I can give back to my daughter as well as the rest of the girls on the JCA team.
And tell us what you're up to now. You were telling us about, you do a lot of teaching worldwide, don't you?
Oh, I'm all over. You know, I travel a lot with the NBA Retired Players Association, and, you know, they take me abroad a lot. Just recently came back from Israel last year. We're working on a trip to South Africa now, as well as, you know, assistant coach with the JCA girls basketball team.
And what do you like about passing along your knowledge of the game? Obviously, you played it at the highest level in the NBA.
Well, I mean, it's great to give it back, and the girls pick it up very easy, and they're excited to have someone, you know, played at the highest level, come back and teach them, and hopefully they can get to that next level and the level after that, which will be the WNBA for a lot of the girls.
I'd say it even if you weren't sitting here. Ty's a pretty good player. You can tell that Dad gave her some good pointers down through the years.
Well, she got some great genes on her. I can give her that. And she has great work ethic. And, you know, she just loved the game. She loved to play. And she loved to compete. And, you know, anytime you have three of those things, you're going to have great success. And she's been doing that all year long.
She's only a freshman. I don't think you may not have to worry about paying for college. That's the plan. And she's living up to her part of it, to do her part of it. And, you know, I'm just happy she's having fun. And, you know, she's got 3 more years. And, you know, she got AAU coming up with the Bolingbrook Panthers this summer. And, you know, we're just having fun. And, of course, when we see you, we think Flying Illini, 89. Is it amazing to you that people still like me, wide-eyed, and just love to talk to you about that era?
No, I mean, that year was a great year for Illinois basketball, as well as the state of Illinois and the Midwest in general, because we, you know, had some great team, great highlights, and we was fun to watch.
Can you still dunk like that?
Oh, no. Oh, no. You know, as long as I got highlights like this, you know, it's great. You know, I can always look back at when it was.
Boy, it was a great era for Illinois, and it was a lot of fun to watch you play back then. What do you remember about those days? What do you remember about your high school days?
Well, I had an opportunity to be in Champaign to play in a state tournament. In the semifinals, we lost to Simeon, who eventually was the state champion in '84. And, I mean, it's a great atmosphere, so I can understand what these young ladies are going through now with the adrenaline, the excitement, and a chance to fulfill, you know, a dream from the beginning to get to the state tournament.
All right, Kenny Battle, a pleasure. Thanks you, sir. Best of luck to you in this game.
Too.
Former Fighting Illini star, Flying Illini, baby, Kenny Battle, joining us, his daughter, and Joliet Catholic Academy facing #1 Montini for the 3A Girls State Championship, coming up next on the IHSA TV network. And welcome back to Redbird Arena. Joliet Catholic Academy and Montini coming up next. Let's go over to Matt Rodewald.
All right, with head coach Jason Nichols of Montini, you've been in this situation before. The 4th state championship game out of the last 5 years, and your kids are familiar as well. So what do you tell them at this point?
Not a whole lot. Prepare for JCA, be relaxed, hopefully a little bit more relaxed than yesterday, because you got here now, and just play. Play what you, I mean, we're capable of beating this team, but they're capable of beating us, so let's just go have fun.
Is there an element where your kids might be just a little looser, having gotten over that semifinal hurdle that seems to be bothering them the last couple of years?
Yeah, I don't know if we can be any tighter than we were yesterday. So they were loose, they relaxed a little bit, but I don't know. When the ball goes up, you don't know. They're 16-year-old kids, and, you know, just hope they have fun and have a good experience.
Jasmine Lumpkin hit a game winner for you against Hillcrest 2 years ago in the semis. Now she's on the other side. What should we expect to see from her tonight?
You'll see a lot of points and a lot of rebounds if we don't do our job to contain that. You're not going to completely stop that kid. She's a talent. There's a reason she's one of the best kids in the state and in the country. So we got to be aware of her, but they have other weapons. It's just not about Jazz.
In short, can you run with this team?
We're gonna.
We'll see how it goes. All right, Jason Nichols, the head coach of Montini. Let him get back to his bench. Montini and Joliet Catholic, our Class 3A state championship. It's coming up next here on the IHSA television network.
3A state championship basketball coming up next. Number 3, Joliet Catholic Academy. Number 1, Montini. And Chloe Barnes, when you look at this, just some broad observations. What are you thinking here? A couple of teams like to get up and down the floor, like to pressure, and Montini a little bit of a struggle yesterday, and props to Burlington Central for making that happen.
Definitely. I think, like Coach Nichols said in his interview, they did come out extremely tight yesterday. They got down at the beginning, and I don't think they really truly understood what it was like to be down, because they're not down very often, and they didn't respond how they should have. And Joliet, one of their keys to the game is to get ahead early. Like I just mentioned, Montini was down for quite a bit, and I think that took them out of their element. So if Joliet can score a few quick points and get out ahead early, that'll really affect the momentum of Montini. And they also need to apply great defensive pressure. Montini struggled yesterday against Burlington's great defense. And so if Joliet can do the same thing and allow them to disrupt their offense, they'll be extremely successful as well.
And when you look at Jasmine Lumpkin, you think, well, can they stop her? But she went out of the game yesterday, and the Angels were able to step up in her absence.
Absolutely. Nicole Ikamu has been a huge presence. She was yesterday throughout the entire season. And if Jasmine wasn't in the game, she had no problem stepping up both offensively and defensively and being a great leader. Both her and her sister, Christina, did a great job of that yesterday in Jasmine's absence.
The athleticism of Joliet Catholic Academy, and you look at beyond Jasmine, I thought the 2 freshmen really impressive to me, and they're kind of like bookends or twin towers in there. Ty Battle, Janaea Walker, both 6-foot freshmen. You know, they've got freshman bodies still. They're not what you would say physical, but they're able to score inside. They're able to do so many things.
Absolutely. I think one of the keys to Joliet is the fact that they're a very well-rounded team, and those freshmen are, you know, a big part of that. Like you said, they can do so many things, but not only just their physical abilities, their ability to remain calm in a situation that was completely new to them, you know, playing at the state tournament for the first time, is a great asset to the Joliet team.
What do you think guard-wise? It seems to me that JCIA might have the edge there. The Ikamu sisters are awfully good at getting the ball, handling the ball, taking care of it. Can Montini's guards keep up with them?
I don't know. I'd be really interested to see that. Like you just mentioned, the guards did a great job of pushing the ball, Joliet, yesterday and creating their own shots. Nicole Ikamu is probably one of the best players I've seen in her ability to create their own shots, especially Jasmine Lumpkin. So I think it'll be interesting to see. If Montini plays as tight as they played yesterday, I definitely think that Joliet has the advantage. But if they come out and play great defense, like I know they're capable of playing, I really couldn't tell you who'd have the advantage.
Yeah, we will see about that. Kateri Stone, not much of a factor scoring-wise. The 1 bucket she did score, though, kind of propelled Montini, and they turned it on when they needed to. And that's one thing they have as an edge is veteran players know what to expect at this level. Jasmine does for JCA, but after that, none of these girls have been in this situation before.
Definitely. I would say that is one of Montini's key advantages. And even though Kateri didn't score very much yesterday, the mark of a great player is being able to contribute when you need to, like you just said. But they will not be able to beat this Joliet team if she doesn't come out and be a very big offensive presence for them.
Kind of an up-and-comer in Joliet Catholic Academy, and Montini has kind of set the mark for excellence in girls high school basketball the last few years. 33-2 this year. Of course, they finished 3rd last year with 35 wins, 33 wins the year before that. Of course, they won 3 straight state titles in Class 3A in 2010, 2011, and 2012. And 30-win seasons for Jason Nichols' team are, I mean, it's almost a foregone conclusion.
It should be a really interesting game. Definitely excited for this matchup. And, you know, it's always interesting, especially coming from Jasmine Lumpkin and a transfer myself. I went from QHS to QND. There's nothing like playing the team that, you know, you just came from. And I think it would mean a lot to her, not only as a senior, but, you know, just for a little bit of pride if they come out and perform really well against Montini tonight.
Absolutely. Looking forward to this one. Number 1, Montini. Number 3, Joliet Catholic Academy. You can't get much better than that. The pollsters picking this one. Number 2, Quincy Notre Dame finishing 3rd, and JCA looking to knock off number 1 here this afternoon. Jason Nichols giving last-minute instructions to his team. Record 26 straight playoff wins before last year's loss in the semifinals. And they will try to take home another first-place trophy. Back to Lombard with a win here. We've got a moment of silence, and we will go following this to Jeff Fritzen, our PA announcer.
Thank you. And now we ask you to join our guest soloist, Sarah Rosenberg, a senior at Rolling Meadows High School, in the singing of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
And now the starting lineups for this 2014 IHSA Class 4A State Championship game. First, from Joliet Catholic Academy, a senior, number 3, Christina Ikomu. For Montini Catholic of Lombard, a junior, number 1, Kelsey Bogdan. For Joliet Catholic, a sophomore, number 12, Nicole Ikomu. For the Lady Broncos of Montini, a senior, number 12, Kelly Carlos. For Joliet Catholic, a senior, number 21, Jasmine Lumpkin. For Montini, a senior, number 24, Kateri Stone. From Joliet Catholic, a freshman, number 33, Ty Battle. For Montini, a junior, number 32, Rainey Kirkendall. For Joliet Catholic, a freshman, number 34, Janaea Walker. And for Montini, a senior, number 33, Sarah Ross. And now, as the players and coaches
There's
wish
your
each other
starters, 3A state championship game coming up next. And away we go, Joliet Catholic Academy and Montini playing for the 3A state championship. Ed Shodroff, his 6th year, 94 and 73 for Joliet Catholic. Jason Nichols, 11 years at Montini, 328 and 48. He's only 4 wins away from 400 for his career. There's Ed Shodroff. said before Monday's Super Sectional, he had a vision that his team was going to win that game. I wonder if he had any visions coming into this one. Ladies in blue score first. Nicole Ekamu, the 5'9" sophomore.
We said what was great about Nicole is her ability to create her own shot. Nothing like coming out of the state championship game and knocking down the first one that you get.
Kelly Carlos tries to answer. Lumpkin the rebound. She averages 9 a game. And she turns it over, trying to play point guard, which she did in junior high. The Broncos pressure a little too much there. And here's the takeaway. Nicole Ekamu gives it to Lumpkin. Nice job of sharing the basketball.
Absolutely. That's one of Joliet's strengths, is the ability, or the fact that they have so many good players and they're so unselfish.
Terry Stone off the mark from down deep, but Rainey Kuykendall is there for the foul. Montini falls back. Oh, Ekamu walks it up. Now Lumpkin out of the high post. Parker runs it down at half court for the Angels. Here's Ty Battle, lost it out of bounds. The freshman with the turnover. JCA the lead. We played almost 2 minutes. Here's Carlos again from the baseline. Jasmine Lumpkin got a hand on it, but couldn't control.
It's interesting to see Montini already taking so many three-point shots, because one of the big issues that they had yesterday was their inability to get it inside. Rainey Kuykendall only had 2 points the whole game, and they didn't have good enough shooting to solely rely on that.
Terry Stone can't finish on the drive to the bucket. And Montini gets the ball back. Fouled on the drive. It'll be against Nicole Ekamu, her first. Montini scored just 34 points in yesterday's win over Burlington Central.
First team foul.
Terry Stone, her 94th three of the year.
That's a great sign for Montini if Kateri can come out and knock down the first threes that she's taken, especially because she was so quiet in yesterday's game. And as a good player, it's always nice to know, helps you regain your confidence once you knock down your first few shots.
She was just 1 of 5 from the floor yesterday, and that was the layup on her steal late in the game. Lumpkin with her second bucket. She averages 18 a game to lead the Angels. 1 point JCA lead. Kelly Carlos drives. Threw it out of bounds, but apparently a JCA player touched it last. Leah Kirstein checks in for Montini. As we go to a break, JCA with the 1-point lead. We're just underway for a 3A state championship. Joliet Catholic the 1-point lead here in the early going. Pretty vocal fans behind us from Montini. Boy, they're used to winning there. Of course, the boys wrestling team just won their 7th straight state title. It looks like
Some Duck Dynasty.
Yeah, maybe a Bronco
so.
Dynasty,
Yeah.
okay? Is that Uncle Si?
No clue. Not a Duck Dynasty fan.
Not enough gray in that beard for Uncle Si. That must be Willie. Sarah Ross with it, the 5'10" junior drive, scoops. She'll go to the line.
That was a great take right there by Sarah Ross. She found an opening in the defense and laid it in. It's great for Montini because something that they struggled with yesterday was their ability to create motion and have an offensive flow. They were very stagnant. They didn't move a lot. So to see Sarah attacking the basket like that is a great sign for Montini.
76% at the line, Sarah Ross, and Ed Shadroff's going to have to take Nicole Ikamu out. She's got 2 personals, so she will take a seat. Mia Farrell replaces her. That's a key moment here early in this game for Joliet Catholic. Kelly Carlos rebounds the miss for Montini. Carlos drives, and she's fouled by Jasmine Lumpkin. Got around her defender, and Lumpkin came over for the help, and she's whistled for the foul.
That was something that Joliet and Jasmine Lumpkin especially had a hard time with yesterday, was her foul trouble. So if Kelly Carlos can continue to take the ball at her and get her into foul trouble, that'll be great for the Broncos down the road if this ends up being a close game.
Kelly Carlos, 6'2" senior, had a great second half against Vernon Hills last year, and Jason Nichols said she carried that momentum into the summer. Swishes both free throws, and it's Montini up 1. Christina Ikamu now taking over some ball handling duties with her sister on the bench with 2 personal fouls. Midway through the first quarter, Lee Hall, Chloe Barnes, Matt Rodewald with you from Redbird Arena at Illinois State University in Normal. America's original March Madness. And the takeaway by Kateri Stone, quickly ahead to Kirstein. Leah lays it up and in. Sweet little run out for the Lady Broncos, and they take a 3-point lead. And Ty Battle turns it over. Good defense that time. I believe it was Sarah Ross.
Sarah Ross did a great job. This is a completely different Montini team than we saw yesterday. They have a lot of fire and energy about them. They're being a lot more aggressive on defense. And I'm sure Coach Nichols is excited to see that because I don't know if he was too happy with their defensive performance yesterday.
Nice cut by Kateri Stone, but blocked out of there. Good recovery by the Angels. 3 minutes to go now, first quarter. 2-3 zone for Montini. Jason Nichols telling Leah Kirstein, don't bring it out quite so far. She was almost a half court. And it's Christina Ikamu, only 4 points a game for the senior, but picking up a little slack with little sis on the bench.
That was a great acknowledgement by her at the other end to take advantage of that opportunity and realize it's time to shot pop at the end when she was open.
Kateri Stone, her second 3 of the game. She is much needed for the Lady Broncos. She only managed 4 points yesterday. If she can step it up offensively here, that'll be a big lift. Kirstein tries the 3. And a nice tip out there by Kelly Carlos. But the Lady Broncos couldn't hang on. Kateri Stone couldn't hold on to it. Kaylee Bambule into the ball game now.
Kaylee did a fantastic job yesterday of providing a spark for the Broncos when they needed it against Burlington Central, both offensively and defensively.
Yeah, Kaylee Bambule came off the bench and scored 4 points almost immediately. Farrell that missed. Lumpkin, the follow. Jasmine Lumpkin now with 6.
She is so incredibly athletic. Her ability to jump over 2 people and put it back with ease, it seems like, is phenomenal.
Montini's lead is 2. Kelsey Bogdan kicks it out to Carlos. Doing a good job of getting to Kelly Carlos in that corner. Ross, tough shot as she made the baseline move. It'll stay with Montini with 1:18 to go in the quarter.
Even though Ross went out of bounds, it's great to see Montini getting the ball inside, especially with that zone. When you get it inside and the defense collapses, it provides great opportunities to kick it out to your shooters or to shot fake and put it up yourself.
Leah Kirstein in for Bogdan. Montini with the ball and a 2-point lead. Good defense that time. Jasmine Lumpkin rips it out of there, and it's the Angels in transition. Jasmine Lumpkin, pull-up shot, won't go. Follows, and should be a jump ball. It is. Nice job by Kelly Carlos after the offensive rebound by Jasmine Lumpkin. Thought that was a good idea by Jasmine to pull up and try the short jumper instead of taking it into the teeth of the defense, but she didn't get it. And Buell the miss that time. Under a minute to go now, first quarter. Much better start today for Montini. Ed Shadroff content to let the clock tick down here. Down 2. Janaea Walker for 3. Janaea Walker only 7 of 22 behind the arc all season long. She hits a big one to end the first quarter and give the Angels a 1-point lead after 8 minutes. They've got to feel good about that. Nicole Ikamu on the bench with 2 personals, and the freshman knocks in the 3 for the 1-point lead.
Our second quarter in our Class 3A state championship game. Matt Rodewald back with you here at Redbird Arena. You know, Jasmine Lumpkin, she's pretty popular, and you think that with her all-state status and 18 points a game, she has a lot to say on Twitter, because everyone goes to Twitter nowadays to say something, even the athletes itself. But when you try and dig through her Twitter page, you can't find a whole lot of her saying other than thank you, lots of thank yous. So many supporters jumping in to congratulate her and Joliet Catholic to get to this point. Lee, she's got more than 930 followers on Twitter. I'm sure that you and I don't have that many, right, at the age of 17?
I'm not sure what Twitter meant when I was 17. It didn't mean what it means now. I know that. We had a phone with a rotary dial when I was 17, for crying out loud. Lumpkin drives. Sarah Ross is going to be whistled for the foul. Yeah, get on Twitter right now and follow old Jasmine Lumpkin. I like her.
You're going to follow me?
You don't have anything.
You should. Chloe Barnes, 03.
Do you have anything to say?
A lot. I don't have 930 followers, unfortunately.
Don't I know you've got a lot to say. Hey, now. You're going to hear a lot from Jasmine in the Big Ten. She's headed to Michigan State next year. Wants to be a pediatrician. She played for that guy as a freshman. He can move back in there.
Right now, you'll see a lot of action by Joliet Catholic.
Oh, block. Kuykendall in there with the defense.
They try to do a lot with the flashing and the constant movement, which will turn out very well for them, minus that last time.
Kelly Carlos for 3. Yes. Third three of the game for Montini. And they go back up 2. Kind of what we expected before this started. Good contest here in opening moments of the second quarter. That was a nice play in the offing, but a little bit too much there on that pass. Ty Battle couldn't hang on.
Great idea, though. They're doing a great job of working against Montini's defense and being able to dribble, attack, and dish the ball. Ty Battle just wasn't ready for that one.
7th Joliet Catholic turnover. Kelsey Bogdan stepped out of bounds. 5'10" sophomore Jason Nichols says, he admits it. He said, I've been her biggest critic up and down all year, but her day will come. She had 15 in their ball game against Frem, so he knows that the potential is there for Kelsey Bogdan. Two-point Montini lead here. Janaea Walker puts it on the floor. Got a pretty good look at it. Inside Kuykendall, about a 15-footer.
I would have liked to see Rainey drive into the basket and take that one up strong. She didn't have as big of an inside presence yesterday, but if she can continue to attack the basket, get a few good looks inside the paint, and get some of the Joliet players in foul trouble, that would be great for the Broncos down the road.
Ikamu, little floater. A follow Ty Battle. Jasmine Lumpkin had a hand on it. Now a battle in the corner. Here comes Montini. Sarah Ross going to take it all the way. Count the basket. Sarah Ross will go to the line for the and one.
Absolutely great finish right there by Sarah Ross. Not only was it a great basket, but she definitely just gave her team an amazing spark in this second quarter.
Headed to IUPUI to play college ball. 3-point play for Sarah Ross. And it's a 6-0 run to open the quarter for Montini. They lead it by 5. Kelly Carlos got a hand on it. And now Jasmine Lumpkin the steal. She'll take it all the way.
Great steal by Jasmine Lumpkin. Thought she was going to dunk. I read in an article that she tried to do that the other night.
All that jazz. Jasmine Lumpkin the steal and the take. She's got 8. And JCA back within 3. Welcome back to Doug Collins Court at Redbird Arena here in Normal, Illinois. Montini, the 18-15 lead over Joliet Catholic Academy. A good look at Kelly Carlos.
Speaking of Kelly Carlos, I think it's a true testament to the senior leadership on this team why Montini is up right now. Sarah Ross has been playing great. Kelly Carlos, Kateri Stone, all of them have been playing tremendous today.
Claudia Kunzer into the ball game. Just a freshman. We didn't see her at all yesterday, and pretty nice take to the hoop right here.
33 her first personal 15. Claudia Kunzer at the free throw line with 2 shots.
Claudia rattles that first one in. 12 of 22 at the line this season for Jason Nichols. Not afraid to go to the freshman here in a big moment. No problem for the freshman. Makes them both 20-15 Montini. They are on an 8-2 run here in the second quarter. Nicole Ikamu for three. She'll go to the line. Sarah Ross whistled for the foul on the long shot from Ikamu, and she'll shoot three.
Montini foul, 33, Sarah Ross. Second personal, second team foul. Nicole Ikamu at the free throw line for Joliet Catholic, shooting three.
Nicole, 16 points, 6 boards, 6 assists yesterday. Couldn't get that one to bounce in.
Still got two, ladies, relax, two.
30 Division I offers so far for the sophomore.
I've really been impressed with how she's played both today and yesterday. Very selfless player, extremely gifted. You can tell that she has very, very good ball handling skills. She can create her own shot. Also a great defender and a great teammate.
A pretty good free throw shooter. Makes 2 of the 3 and gets JCA back within 3. Claire Jakaitis, number 42, now playing down low for Montini. Carlos for 3, yes. Kelly Carlos, her second 3 of the game.
Great shot there by Kelly Carlos. And Kaylee did an amazing job of attacking the zone, making 2 defenders guard her, and then kicking it out to an open shooter.
With her feet set and nobody right in her face, she's going to drain those. 45 threes now on the season for Kelly Carlos. Six-point lead's the biggest of the game for Montini. Inside, Janaea Walker couldn't finish. She's had a couple of looks inside, not been able to get them to go.
Joliet has a great advantage when they bring in their post players like Janaea Walker, Jasmine Lumpkin, and Ty Battle. When they start at the top of the key and are able to effectively drop down, they're usually open and, like we just saw, have a great look at the basket.
Walker tries a 3 and it's good. Janaea Walker, 7-3. How about that? 7 threes all year, 2 in this game.
And she's only a freshman. That's impressive to have her size and to have the capability not only to work down low, but to shoot the 3 as well. Not only shoot the 3, but make the 3 is a great attribute for any freshman, especially in a state championship game.
Bad pass turns it over to JCA. They're back within 3. This would tie. Here come the Lady Broncos. Inside Jakaitis, she can't hang on to that pass. Turnaround jumper. She's gotten open a couple of times. One was a bad pass. That one hit her in the hands and she couldn't hang on to it. On Montini, though, I keep going in there because she's been open.
Absolutely, and when you go inside, you have and the defense drops on you, you have a great opportunity to find your shooters. We have people like Kelly Carlos and Kateri Stone shooting. You want to get the ball in their hands and make it as easy for them as possible to get an open look.
Janaea Walker with her first miss from 3-point range. Ogden, they give to Jakaitis. That one will go. And if I'm Jason Nichols, you got to keep feeding that, don't you?
Absolutely. Even though you are good at, 3-point shots, like I just mentioned, your ability to capitalize inside is just as important as it is outside, because if you only have outside shooters and no inside presence, that's where the defense is going to go. And it makes it really difficult for your shooters to get off shots.
Inside to Ty Battle. She passes out the double team and throws it away. Leah Kirstein back in. Rainey Kuykendall back in for Montini.
Entering the game for Montini, 23, Leah Kirstein, and 32, Rainey Kuykendall.
Nicole Ikamu trying to draw a charge there. Instead, it's a bucket for Montini. Caitlin Williams in for JCA, number 22. Under a minute to go now, second quarter. Number 1 Montini, a 5-point lead on Joliet Catholic Academy. Montini coming off what for them was a disappointing third-place finish a year ago after 3 straight state titles. When you talk about state basketball, you have to dig back in the JCA annals to back when it was St. Francis Academy, an all-girls school, before they combined with Joliet Catholic. Go back to 1985 for that. The Angels almost turn it over. Montini crowd wanted to travel. Instead, they get a 3 from Nicole Ikamu.
That's what's great about Nicole. Her confidence is phenomenal. She just came off of missing 2 threes, but they always say if you're a true shooter, you keep shooting, and eventually they'll fall. Kind of like that.
Leah Kirstein, time running out. And I'm just going to throw this up there. Yeah, okay. That's her 44th 3 of the year, and a little smile after that one for Leah Kirstein. Montini takes a 5-point lead to the locker room. Let's go to Matt Rodewald.
That's Leah Kirsten's 44th 3 of the year. Couldn't have come at a better time.
No, I was just telling you, we got 28 points. This is awesome.
How impressed are you then?
Oh, my God. We had 21 with like 3 minutes left in the game. This is brilliant. We can go home now.
What is this? When the momentum started to switch there at the end of the half, what is this halftime conversation going to be like?
Protect the basketball because they love to get out in the open court and get easy layups, which we don't want. Keep them off the glass. Good ball movement. Get the ball inside. Keep playing hard.
Good luck in the second half.
Thanks.
Head coach Jason Nichols. 3rd and 4th place trophies coming up here at the break. Leading our state championship matchup in Class 3A over Joliet Catholic by 5. Let's go to the highlights to see how we got to this point in the first place. And JCA, no surprise, going to Jasmine Lumpkin. She's keeping it jazzy, just like her Twitter handle says, the 3 from the outside. And then there's the steal, and she finishes coast to coast. Jasmine Lumpkin with 8 points and 7 rebounds so far. She's missed 1 shot in this one. She's also getting some help from Janiyah Walker. 2 threes on her afternoon so far, and then count that in the foul. A tough basket for Sarah Ross, her only bucket in the first half. Jason Nichols likes that. How about the defensive effort here? The swat from Rainey Kuykendall, and then the 3 at the end of the half that switched a lot of momentum. It was starting to turn towards Joliet Catholic, but Leah Kirstein with her big 3 there at the end of the break, and that's where we stand at 28-23. Some of the stats with 9 for 19 for each team, pretty even at this point. And 3-point field goals favoring Montini at this point. Rebounds pretty even. Turnovers and points off turnovers pretty even. And you get the theme. It is pretty even so far between these 2 teams. Number 1 Montini and number 3 ranked Joliet Catholic. Second half coming up. It's Montini by 5 here at the break of our Class 3A state championship game on the IHSA television network. Welcome back. Joliet Catholic down by 5 as we get set for our state championship second half here. Coach, you know, a little bit of work to do, but momentum kind of switched towards the end. How do you get control of this one?
We're going to stay in our man-to-man, try to get some more rebounds off of that. But on the other end, we got to get to the middle of the paint. We're settling for too many jump shots, and we got to get some more looks going to the basket.
Going against a team who's been in this particular position of the state championship before, but your kids look pretty composed. How do you like their attitude so far?
They're okay. We're okay. That's not my main worry. Montini's playing good defense. We got to get the ball into the elbow area, get the ball toward the basket. I think if we stay in our man-to-man and shut down some of their jump shots that way, we can be okay.
Coach, good luck in the second half.
Thanks a lot.
Joliet Catholic down by 5. We'll be back.
$16 minutes in the books, 16 minutes to go. Maybe maybe a little more. 28-23. Montini leading Joliet Catholic. Both teams shooting exactly the same from the floor.
It's very impressive. Kind of odd that they're shooting exactly the same from the floor, but it is nice to see both teams, especially Montini, who struggled so much yesterday, finally get into their offensive flow and rhythm.
Couple more threes, 3 more free throws. That's the difference in this game for Montini. They take a 5-point lead here into the opening moments of the third quarter. Jason Nichols ecstatic that his team scored 28 after having 21 going into the final moments of yesterday's game. Facetiously joking around there. Kelly Carlos takes it off the bounce and scores. She's got 10. Pretty impressive move there.
It was impressive. Such a different Montini offense as well. A lot of cutting, a lot of moving. It helps shift the defense and create openings for people like Kelly to go in and get that shot.
And a turnover for JCA. There's our officials. Jerry Peltier, John Shalenko, and Alan Tolliver calling today's action. Seven-point lead's the biggest of the game for Montini. Bogdan, drive and kick. Carlos for 3.
Great shot right there by Kelly Carlos, but what's even more important is how that shot got created. Kelsey Bogdan did an amazing job of dribbling down the line, allowing the defense to come and get her, and then her capability to see Kelly in the corner was phenomenal.
Kelly Carlos gives Montini a 10-point lead. She is 3 of 5 behind the arc. Catholic trying to not let this one get away from him and get something going offensively here. Nicole Ikamu's 3 is off the mark. 1 and done for the Angels. Only 2 losses this year for Montini. One was to Whitney Young, and after that game, Kateri Stone said it was a wake-up call. It was going to bite us in the butt if we didn't fix it right then. That's a direct quote.
It's a good quote. I think the game yesterday served as a pretty good wake-up call for them as well. Coach Nichols said there for a moment there's a possibility that they could have lost, and they kind of kicked their butt into gear and got stuff going.
Kateri Stone draws the foul on Janaea Walker as she drives to the hoop. Well, since that Whitney Young loss, they won 10 straight. Whitney Young, of course, will play for the 4A state title here tonight on the IHSA TV network. Inbounds for Montini. That's Kateri Stone for 3. Well, Ikamu brings it across, gives it to sister Christina. Christina will play college ball at St. Francis in Joliet. Nicole Ikamu, baseline jumper, no good. Kateri Stone runs down the rebound and pulls it back. She was 1 on 3. A good choice by her there. 3 minutes into the third. It's a 10-point Montini lead. It'll be free throw time for Kateri Stone after the nice drive to the hoop there.
Yeah, that was a great drive by Kateri, but also Joliet needs to do a better job, especially now that Montini's offense is a lot faster paced and they are doing a lot of cutting and movement. As a defender, you need to not let someone cut in front of your face, which means you need to hurry, beat them to the spot, and deter their path that they're going on.
23, Leah Kirstein enters the Lady Bronco line.
Kirstein checks in for Montini. First team All-Stater Kateri Stone rattles that one out. She's got 7 points. It's an 11-point lead for the Lady Broncos. They've taken home a trophy every year since 2008 except for 2009. Kelsey Bogdan called for the reach. Looked like she had a jump ball, but it's a foul instead on Kelsey Bogdan. And it will be Joliet Catholic ball when we return. Montini has taken charge of this one, up 11.
It is a double-digit lead for Montini with an 11-point margin over Joliet Catholic in our Class 3A state championship game. Matt Rodewald back with you here at Redbird Arena. And part of that lead that's been stretched out a bit has to do with Kelly Carlos and her shooting from the outside. 3 for 5 from long range, and she shot 13 points to lead the way for the Montini Broncos so far. You know, last year our crew apparently got to her a little bit because she kept saying that she's tired of hearing on TV that they were saying that she's not a good shooter. I worked on my shot a lot in the offseason, and it paid off. So, Lee, if you'd like to offer your apologies at 3 for 5 from three-point range, we'd like to say that she's a pretty good shooter, Kelly Carlos, so far today.
Well, I don't know that I ever said that. If I did, I'm sorry. Jason Nichols says she's going to be a great college player. Got her options open right now. She's quite a few offers. Kelsey Bogdan for 3. Dayton, Kent, Ohio, Bowling Green, Texas Tech, Arizona State among those. Looking at number 12, Kelly Carlos, who has 13 points to lead Montini, and they lead by 11.
We've seen Joliet on offense take a lot of quick shots and pull up jumpers from the elbow without really working the ball around. They need to get the ball into Jasmine Lumpkin. I don't even think I've seen her touch it so far in this third quarter. And if she's not effective, they have a hard time pulling away from Montini.
Christina Ikamu with the pull-up jumper. She's got 4. Was 13-12 JCA at the end of 1, and Montini's been in charge ever since. Carlos again for 3. Leah Kirstein with the rebound. And Ikamu got a hand on it. That was Nicole. She gets it back in transition, throws it up. Yes, and she'll go to the line. Nicole Ikamu.
Great finish by Nicole right there.
Right after Big Sis scores, she scores in transition. It all starts with her defense.
Second team foul. Here's the game for Montini, 13. Haley Van Buell, and for Joliet.
Was that Jasmine Lumpkin running the floor?
It was,
yeah.
yep, it was.
He comes with the free throw line, shooting 1.
That is one thing that Joliet did such a nice job of yesterday, was getting deflections and tips on the ball. And that's how they got a lot of their opportunities. We haven't seen as much of that this game.
5-0 run makes it a 6-point game. JCA knocked it out of bounds. It'll be Montini ball again. Under 3 minutes to go now in the third. And a whistle on Nicole Ikamu. That'll be her third personal.
Joliet foul number 12, Nicole Ikamu, her third personal.
You're seeing Joliet bring up the pressure on the full court, hoping to cause a few more turnovers by Montini.
And a little bit out of control there for Montini. And that's their 8th turnover, 10 turnovers for Joliet Catholic. One would get it to a 3-point game. Kelly Carlos forcing the jump ball on Jasmine Lumpkin. That was pretty impressive defensive play.
That was a pretty impressive defensive play. And like I mentioned earlier, Jasmine's been a little bit, behind this quarter and hasn't been as offensively present. And I think she forced that one just a little bit too much, trying to get herself back in the flow of the game.
Inside Adriana Acosta. And she's fouled. Kelly Carlos says, I got all ball. Andriana will go to the line. Terry Stone gets whistled for the foul, her second. Adriana Acosta, 5'10" sophomore at the line, 56% free thrower. A lot of body contact there. Adriana Acosta drains them both. It's a 7-0 run here by JCA. They're not out of it yet. They were down 11. Seems like just a moment ago.
They were down by 11, but you can see they picked up their defensive intensity, and that's been their bread and butter all year. Their defense caused opportunities for them to create turnovers.
Leah Kirstein off the bounce. That won't go. A chance to add to the run for JCA. Nicole Ikamu off the glass. Tough layup. A 9-0 run. Angels within 2.
And now the momentum has really started to change because Joliet has picked up their defense and they've turned it into a run and gun type of game, which is exactly what they like to do.
Ellie Carlos kicks it back out to Van Buell for 3. Kaylee Van Buell, 4 off the bench yesterday. That's her first bucket, but it stops that 9-0 run. Comes at a good time for Montini.
Absolutely. You have to be a special type of player to be able to step up and knock down those shots when your team needs it.
5'8" freshman. That 3 is short. Caitlin Williams into the game for JCA. And Montini will spread things out a little bit here with a minute to go. Nope, Kelly Carla's going to let it fly.
Great shot there by Kelly Carlos. JCA needs to do a much better job of trying to find her on the court. She's had way too many open looks so far this game. And good for her for knocking them all down.
Her 4th 3 of the game. 4 of 7 behind the arc for Kelly Carlos. Rainey Kuykendall, Kelsey Bogdan in for Montini. Some of the Lady Bronco fans are fired up. Kennedy Waite into the ball game now, number 5 for JCA. Her dad's an assistant coach. Ty Battle's dad, Kenny, is an assistant coach, the former Illini star. Janaea Walker, nice ball movement that time. Her 3's off the mark. Christina Ikamu almost got the rebound for JCA, but here come the Lady Broncos, up 8. They withstood that 9-0 run. Now it's Kelsey Bogdan short on the jumper with 11 seconds. They didn't want to shoot it that soon. Now a chance for the Angels. Wait, short. And Sarah Ross will let time run out in the 3rd. 40-32, a wild 3rd quarter. Montini built an 11-point lead. A 9-0 run made it a 2-point game. But Kelly Carlos and then Kaylee Van Buell, a couple of rescue 3s for the Lady Broncos. They lead it by 8 going into the 4th. Lee Hall, Chloe Barnes, Matt Rodewald with you from Redbird Arena on the campus of Illinois State University. There's the Duck Dynasty miss. There's 3 of them. A lot of Duck Dynasty fans here. Number 24 knows how to score. Yes, she does. So does number 12, Kelly Carlos. 16 points, 4 3-pointers after a wild back-and-forth 3rd quarter. A 9-0 run by JCA made it a 2-point game, but Montini held off that run. And they take an 8-point lead into the final 8 minutes. That one goes off Jasmine Lumpkin and will stay with the Broncos. Well, JCA got it down to 2, but boy, you got to give Montini credit for holding off that rally.
Oh, absolutely, and they did that by knocking down some key shots. JCA has been doing a pretty poor job of rotating and dropping down and finding key shooters like Kelly Carlos in the zone. And so hats off to Montini for being able to recognize those opportunities and knock down those shots.
They call those unforced errors in tennis. That was a bad turnover for the Broncos. Kelly Carlos getting a little bit of a breather. She's at the scorer's table. She'll check back in on the next dead ball. Only 2 losses all year for Joliet Catholic Academy. Jasmine Lumpkin in the lane. And she went scoreless in the third. She's now got 10 points.
It's a good sign that she has started off the fourth quarter with a bucket.
Fouls on Janaea Walker. When we mentioned those 2 losses, and those 2 losses were to Whitney Young and Marion Catholic. And Ed Shodroff says when you lose 2 games to those 2, it's nothing to cry about. They've had really a great year to get them into their first state championship game. Lady Broncos almost turn it over in the backcourt. Kelsey Bogdan gets it across to Kateri Stone. And the Lady Broncos will work the half court. Kateri Stone for 3. Her first point since the second quarter. She's got 10. Her third 3 of the game.
In a zone defense, regardless of if you're not in a man-to-man, you need to make sure that you locate key shooters and can rotate quickly.
Christina Ikamu with the miss, and a foul on the rebound will go against JCA. That was Montini's 9th 3 of the game. They're 53% behind the arc.
Third personal, 5th team foul.
Montini to inbounds again against the JCA pressure. Good pass there to Kelsey Bogdan. The sophomore almost loses it. Kateri Stone there to get it across. Ooh, tough pass by Bogdan. Jason Nichols right in her ear. Nicole Ikamu with the foul. And that's her 4th.
12, Nicole Ikamu, her 4th personal, 6th team foul.
So Ed Shodroff gambled yesterday with Jasmine Lumpkin with the 4 fouls. He's not going to do the same thing today with Nicole Ikamu.
Nope, but from a Montini's perspective, Nicole is one of their best players. So they need to take advantage of this opportunity when she's not on the floor.
Here's that 1-3-1 trap. We haven't seen a lot of that today. Stone for 3. Bounces out of it.
It's interesting that JCA is still having such a hard time adjusting to the zone and are sucking it in the middle when Montini has shown that they don't have a very big inside presence this game.
Tough shot by Mia Farrell. The sophomore with the first bucket of the game. She cuts it to 7. Kelly Carlos. Oh, she was open for 3. Instead, it's Leah Kirstein. 10th 3 of the game for the Lady Broncos. And it's back to a 10-point Lady Broncos lead. Leah Kirstein with 8. Look at that. 10 of 19. That's incredible. Jasmine Lumpkin the miss. That's pretty good shooting just with a rack of basketballs out there. 10 of 19, let alone in game conditions. How about another one? Kirstein with 3 threes. And that's the biggest lead of the game at 13. It's a 16-4 run after the Angels had cut it to 2.
That was a good follow by Mia Farrell, but JCA needs to get Jasmine Lumpkin more involved.
And I think we have a technical foul now. Signaling 3-0, but I think he meant 33. The foul and the technical on Sarah Ross, I believe. So the personal foul, Mia Farrell will shoot the free throws. Those were the technical free throws, okay? We're at a break, and it will be JCA ball when we come back. They trail it by 12 with 4:32 to go to a state championship.
It is a 12-point lead for Montini, trying to finish things off here, but everyone could be celebrating. We go from Championship Saturday to Celebration Monday for these guys. Joliet Catholic will be doing their celebrating Monday afternoon at the school. You ask the kids when it's going to be, well, it's probably towards the end of the day is what they expect. As for Montini, when you ask their fans when they're going to celebrate, their administrators say, well, they'll celebrate at some point next week. Lee and Chloe, let's remember, these schools win state championships in like 18 different sports. They're used to this routine of the celebration. The kids get to do it maybe once or twice, but for them, it's a lot of fun. They'll be combining wrestling and girls basketball for Montini. You know, the wrestling's won like 55 straight state championships.
I believe it's actually 7. It probably seems like 55 straight to their opponents.
From an offensive perspective, I'd really like JCA to start playing with a sense of urgency. As a leader and as JCA's best scorer, Jasmine Lumpkin needs to find a way to get herself involved, especially if Nicole Ikamu is not present in the game right now.
Jasmine Lumpkin puts it on the floor and draws the foul. She'll go to the line. And yeah, Matt, you're right about all those titles. I mean, we've spent a lot of time over the years talking to Chris Andriano for Montini in football. Dan Sharp, Joliet Catholic in football. Yeah.
Jasmine Lumpkin at the free throw line, shooting 2.
Jasmine Lumpkin, McDonald's All-American nominee, Gatorade Player of the Year nominee, first-team All-Stater. You can go on and on and on. Her dad, Jerry, played at Westinghouse. So there's some basketball bloodlines there for Jasmine.
I gotta go one time.
Jazz makes them both. She's got 12. Back to a 10-point game. Before this game's over, I just want to give credit to Jason Nichols. If people are watching this game, they probably want to know who the new Montini coach is. He has done such a great job in his personal life as a foul is now whistled on Jasmine Lumpkin. Can we get a shot of him, Russ? This young man changed his eating habits, changed his life. He's down 50 pounds, and he looks like $1,000,000. I just think that's great. Congratulations to him on that. He's got to do that to keep up with those 6-year-old twins.
Oh, wow, 6-year-old twins. That's got to be...
Well, he doesn't have to worry about working out.
Ooh, right, chasing them everywhere.
Kateri Stone at the line to shoot the 1-and-1. Speaking of 6 years old, she started going to the YMCA to play basketball when she was 6. Time well spent. She's got 12. It's back to a 12-point lead for Montini. Nicole Ikamu had it blocked. Ed Shadroff wanted to travel.
You can see JCA switched up their defense to a man-to-man, hoping to take away the opportunities for Montini to get those 3-point shots that they've hit all game long.
Forces the jump ball, got a hand on it. Ties up Leah Kirstein. Three minutes to go to a state championship. It would be the 4th in the Jason Nichols era at Montini. Clock is not in JCA's favor as Nicole Ikamu scores.
Great move.
She's
right
got
there
12.
by Nicole. what I like about her, she comes in off the bench for foul trouble, and she has a great ability to create her own shot. She understands that they're down and is playing with a sense of urgency that a lot of her teammates need to start to play with if they want to come back from this deficit.
She can shoot the three, and as we've seen here today, she can create the shot off the dribble. That's a unique ability to be able to get your feet set and shoot that way, but also be able to take it off the bounce.
Absolutely.
And a welcome to our friends from over near Chloe Barnes' neck of the woods, Liberty High School near Quincy. Congratulations to them for making the tryout, showing up here this weekend. The biggest spider I've ever seen in my life I saw in Liberty, Illinois.
I was wondering if you were going to share that story. I'm glad that you decided to.
It's my Liberty story. I always equate Liberty with large spiders and a good band. 51-41, 2:50 left in this one. More high school basketball coming your way tonight for a third place championship and third place game tonight. And Kateri Stone travel. And of course, next week we move just down I-74 to Peoria and Carver Arena for 1 and 2A boys. Followed by 3A and 4A the following weekend. As we shift headquarters for America's original March Madness. Ikamuda missed that time. And now Montini's just going to try and maybe burn a little clock, make some free throws. Kelsey Bogdan, baseline drive and scores. First bucket of the game for the sophomore, who's getting interest from the likes of Harvard, Princeton, and Yale. 4.0 GPA, 33 ACT. Kelly Carlos forces the jump ball that time. Kennedy Waite comes back in. How about some help defense from Kelly Carlos to go along with those 4 3-pointers today. Lady Broncos almost turn it over there. They lead by 12. We're under 2 minutes to go now. And the three-point shooting display here by Montini has been pretty impressive. 11 of 20 behind the arc.
Oh, it's been beyond impressive. Their ability to knock down open shots and even with pressure has been phenomenal. And like I mentioned earlier, they had a problem with it yesterday. Didn't get the ball inside as much as they probably should have, or as much as Coach Nichols would like, but they really haven't had to. When you're knocking down three-pointers left and right, it provides a pretty steady flow of offense for you.
Jason Nichols forced to call timeout there. The other impressive thing, 4 different players have hit threes for Montini. We talk about Kelly Carlos, 4 of 7. Kaylee Van Buell hit 1. Leah Kirstein, Kateri Stone each made 3. That's pretty formidable. I mean, okay, you're gonna take Kelly Carlos away in the corner. Well, guess what? If you cover her, there's
other people waiting there.
Jump up. Yeah. Leah Kirstein off the bench, 3 of 4 behind the arc. Let's check out our move of the game. Compliments of Realtor.com, the most accurate real estate experience. That's a pretty impressive move there. Nicole Ikamu, the steal, and she gets it back and finishes, courtesy of Jasmine Lumpkin. Pretty acrobatic shot there for the sophomore. And on the other end for Montini, Kelly Carlos, well, knocked in 4 threes and made 1 off the bounce. Thanks to Realtor.com for our move of the game. Realtor.com in your neighborhood.
Coming out of this timeout, JCA needs to be as aggressive as they possibly can in this defense and try to create some turnovers for Montini. And on Montini's side, they just need to stay calm and relaxed and not get flustered by the JCA defense.
And a foul on Kennedy Waite, and it'll be free throw time for the Lady Broncos for the final minute and 50 seconds. Leah Kirstein going to the line. She's 13 of 17 at the line coming into this weekend. Hit 3 threes in the super sectional win over De La Salle. She's hit 3 here. .58 sophomore. Drains them both, and it's a 14-point difference. And Ed Shadroff is going to go to his bench, conceding the win as Nicole Ikamu with the miss that time. And now Kennedy Waite fouls Sarah Ross. She'll go to the line, shoot a 1 in bonus. Kennedy now a couple of fouls, and a big send-off for Jasmine Lumpkin and the rest of the Angels. Quite a season to get here to this point, and Montini with the 3-point shooting and maybe a little bit of experience helping them to this win here today.
I agree. I think Montini definitely took advantage of the given opportunities that they had to knock down a few open shots.
Alex Legg the rebound. She's into the ball game, number 14, along with Brittany Abington, number 50. She's got it. Almost lost it and travels. Andriana Acosta also into the game, and now Jason Nichols goes to his bench and gets a big send-off. Very emotional Jason Nichols greeting Sarah Ross, Kateri Stone, Kelly Carlos, his seniors. Zoe O'Day will go to the line. She's just into the ball game now, along with Paulina Castro, Tiara Wallace, Emily Cochran, number 2 for Montini.
How great, though, for the Montini team after struggling a little bit yesterday and finally coming into their own during today's game.
Only losses this year to Wheaton Warrenville South and Whitney Young. Whitney Young could win a state title tonight. Montini beat Rolling Meadows. They'll play for the state title tonight against Whitney Young in 4A. Christina Ikamu with the 3.
Timeout, Joliet Catholic. That's Joliet Catholic final.
Let's go over to Matt Rodewald.
Busy night ahead for you, Lee. Tonight right here on the IHSA television network and many of these same stations as we are about to crown a Class 3A champion, and you can go ahead and start sketching Montini's name on the trophy, so to speak. Our 4A slate of games, including a third-place game between Geneva and Marian Catholic, and then our championship game, Rolling Meadows with a second chance after losing at the buzzer a year ago to Marian Catholic in the title game. They get back there for the second straight year, and Whitney Young, 2008, 2012 champions. They thought they were going to the title game a year ago before getting throttled by Marian Catholic in the semifinal round. They exacted some big-time revenge last night, and they'll try and finish off another state championship for them. That's all coming up tonight on the IHSA television network.
All right, Matt, thank you. A minute 4 to go here before Montini takes home another state championship under Jason Nichols, and you just can't say enough about the job he's done at Montini. He coached at Trinity prior to the move to Montini, 3 years there, 68 and 22, so all he's done is win wherever he's been. But never as much as at Montini, 10 straight sectional titles. That just shows you the level of excellence over the years. And the tie-up will send Nikki Oppenheimer to the line for Montini.
And we spoke about, you know, the level of excellence over at Montini, and it's all about culture and being able to, you know, understand what it's like to be on the state floor. And, you know, state is not something that they take lightly, or it's something that's to be expected from all of them, which makes a big difference. And on the same token, I mean, even though Jasmine Lumpkin's leaving, I think JCA is on the verge of creating their own winning culture, and I definitely think they'll be back here in the future.
Well, yeah, those expectations, you know, you don't have to really ingrain it. We talked to the girls earlier this week about what it means to them to go to Montini, to wear that jersey, and the level of expectation. And I think what Jason told us earlier this week about how last year after they lost in the semifinals and the girls came to him and apologized for not winning and not getting back to the state championship game. They felt like they let their coach and their program and their school down. He said, hey, you know, that's not the way it is. You left it all out there on the floor. But that you know, it comes from the ground up too.
Absolutely. With great expectation comes great responsibility, and whether it's AAU teams or summer workouts or what have you, these girls are all about it.
You're stealing lines from Spider-Man now.
Was that from Spider-Man? Was it?
Well, from Uncle Ben.
Okay.
With great power comes great responsibility. That's Spider-Man.
Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Adriana Acosta will go to the line for JCA.
One time. Here we go, ladies.
And some long faces over there in baby blue.
You saw Jasmine Lumpkin over there. Obviously, it would have been great for her to walk away with the state championship, but she's got to be so proud of the legacy that she has left behind her and the great opportunities she's helped get for her other teammates.
And the Montini Lady Broncos are your 3A state champs. Jason Nichols gives them about 3 seconds to celebrate and then says, let's go shake hands. (34 and 2). And an embrace with Jasmine Lumpkin, who won a state championship with Montini earlier in her career, but this day belongs as it did then to the Lady Broncos. They shoot 50% for the game, 11 of 20 from three-point range. Pretty impressive performance. Let's go over to Matt Rodewald. Kelly Carlos couldn't miss today, could she?
That's for sure. 13-point win, another state championship for Montini, and Kelly Carlos got tired of hearing, well, I'm not very good a shooter. And here you are, a pretty good shooter now, 4 of 7 from 3 and 16 points today.
Yeah, yesterday we kind of struggled, and today I came out with like the right mindset of I'm going to hit some shots today along with some of my teammates. So I really found the confidence. My teammates were finding me in the corner, and it was just seemed to be wide open every time. So.
Your group a year ago was apologizing to Coach Nichols for losing in the semis. No apologies now, right?
No, it was just last game we were just so nervous, and we had it in the back of our heads. We can't have this happen again with like 3 minutes left. So we were just so determined to come out and get this win today.
Congratulations. Go let you celebrate with your teammates. Head coach Jason Nichols here. 138 wins, 3 state championships, and a 3rd-place trophy. What does the senior group mean to you?
Oh, God, a whole lot. Very loyal Stone, Carlos, and Ross are. It's the main thing I'll remember them. I'm hard on them, and they stood by me all the time, and the end result has been an unbelievable 4-year career. I owe so much to those 3 girls.
Kelly Carlos hitting from long range really helped propel that lead there. What happened in the second half to really get control of this?
Well, we did. We extended right out of the half. They stayed in that 1-3-1, and we got looks. And that played into our hands. I mean, my shooters were comfortable. You can't let us be comfortable in that. But we took advantage of it, and I'm so proud of them.
4 titles for you in 5 years. What does this mean to you personally?
Nah, it means more because it means more to them. It's not about me.
All right, well, very good. Jason Nichols, congratulations, guy. And another state championship, 3 in a row for a while. He gets back on top. Montini and the Broncos, state champs for 2014. Let's head to the podium for our celebration.
Final. Presenting individual medallions and team trophies will be members of the IHSA Board of Directors, including Board President Dan Klett from Wakanda, John Stimler from Mount Carmel, Dr. Chet Nail from East Peoria, Deborah Pitts from Civic Memorial, and Greg Bradley from Decatur Christian. At this time, please meet the Angels of Joliet Catholic Academy, who finished the season in second place with a final record of 28 wins and 3 losses. First meet Principal Jeff Buds. Assistant Principal Bill Pender. Athletic Director Tina Kinsella. Trainer Sam Hughes. Head Coach Ed Shadroff. Assistant Coach Mark Clark. Assistant Coach Kurt Waite. Assistant Coach Kenny Battle. Assistant Coach Jeff Walker. Manager Sidney Gates. And the Angels squad members, number 1, Mia Farrell. Number 3, Christina Ikomu. Number 5, Kennedy Waite. Number 10, Andriana Acosta. Number 12, Nicole Ikomu. Number 14, Alex Legg. Number 21, Jasmine Lumpkin. #22, Caitlin Williams. #33, Ty Battle. Number 34, Janea Walker. And number 50, Brittany Abington. At this time, please meet the Lady Broncos of Montini High School, who finished the season in first place with a final record of 34 wins and 2 losses. First meet Principal Marianne O'Neill. Athletic Director Bob Landy. Trainer Katie Solzman. Head coach Jason Nichols. Assistant coach Caprice Smith. Assistant coach Alan Galanka. Assistant coach Mark Sullivan. Assistant coach Pablo Castro. Assistant coach Jill McQuaid. Manager Alyssa Pinter. Manager Carrie Desmond. And the Lady Broncos, #1, Kelsey Bogdan. #2, Emily Cochran. #3, Nikki Oppenheimer. #5, Tiara Wallace. #11, Paulina Castro. #12, Kelly Carlos. #13, Kaylee Bambule. #21, Zoe O'Day. #22, Claudia Kunzer. #23, Leah Kirstein. #24, Kateri Stone. #32, Rainey Kirkendall. #33, Sarah Ross. And #42, Claire Jakaitis.
All right, John. Very good.
And now will Coach Shadroff and the captains from Joliet Catholic Academy please step forward to receive the second place trophy. Congratulations, Angels, on winning second place in the 2014 Class 3A Finals. And next, will Coach Nichols and the captains from Montini High School please step forward to receive the first place trophy. Congratulations to the Lady Broncos.
Well, not much else to be said. Congratulations on a great year for Joliet Catholic Academy. They take home the second place trophy. And for Jason Nichols and the Lady Broncos, it's their 4th state championship in the last 5 seasons.
That's beyond impressive, but they earned it, you know. Jason Nichols said in his press conference, JCA let his good shooters be comfortable. Kelly Carlos, they shot over 50% from the three-point line as a team, and when you do that, it's hard to beat you.
And it was interesting, Jason Nichols said, you know, I'm tough on him, I know I'm tough on him, and Kelsey Bogdan earlier this year said, Yeah, he's a tough guy to play for, but he makes our team tough. And they prove to be tough here today as they win the 3A Girls State Championship. Our congratulations to the Lady Broncos of Montini. It's been a pleasure, Chloe Barnes.
Absolutely.
All right,
Quite the
nice
pleasure.
work. For Matt Rodewald, for Chloe, for our entire outstanding crew here in Normal, I'm Lee Hall. Hope you enjoyed it. Montini is your state champion in Class 3A. 4A basketball coming your way tonight on the IHSA TV network.